Okay folks, so if you hadn't guessed from the thumbnail title, it's all about loaded carries today. Yes, my name's Dave from Dave Shields Fitness, and I'm just going to be explaining a bit about the loaded carry, the hows, the whats and the whys. So let's start off with the whys. So the loaded carry, it's a fantastic exercise. It's often underrated, but in gyms around the world it's utilized to some really great effect. But you don't necessarily have to be in a gym to take advantage of it. That's the whole idea of the loaded carries, has come from picking up something heavy and carrying it. So why is it such a good exercise? Well, to start off with, it's good for your posture, because you're carrying up something heavy, you pin your shoulders back, you engage your upper back muscles, and it's really good for your posture because you're walking under load. It's also good for your grip strength. And there's some research out there that shows that grip strength is a correlation of how long you are going to live. Yes, you've heard it here first, folks. So the stronger your grip, the longer you're going to live. So you can train your grip strength using loaded carries. It's also a functional exercise. What does that mean? Well, it's a movement that we could carry out every day when we're picking up things. It's something we do in our daily lives. Whether you're carrying your shopping, you might be picking your kids up, gardening, carrying the bins out. They're all loaded carries. So it's something that we can develop in our daily lives as well. It's also got a cardio element because you're moving, you're walking. It's good for your heart and lungs as well, and also the core, because you're tightening everything up as you're walking. You're training your whole core. So it's really a full body exercise that's good all round. You're training your legs, your back, your shoulders, your arms, everything. So it's a really fantastic exercise. So I hope I've whetted your appetite there a bit for this particular exercise. So how do you do it? Well, there's lots of variations of the loaded carry. Now, the most traditional is the farmer's walk, where you're picking up two heavy objects in either hand and you're just walking with them. So these could be weights, okay, like you're saying, from the gym, but don't have to be. I have things around the house, around the garage, sort of things of water. What am I looking for? Like canisters of water, and they can be 20 kgs. I've got one for the caravan that's 40 kgs. So the farmer's carry, you can pick up anything heavy and just walk with it. There's a single armed exercise called the suitcase carry, where you just hold the object or the heavy object in one hand. Now that can be really good for your core again, because you're having to compensate for that extra weight in that one hand. Now there's also different variations, a racked carry where you're holding it up here, up by your shoulder, and an overhead carry where you can carry it over your head. Now if you've got a sandbag or something like that, you can carry it on your shoulder, and another good idea, or even clasped in front of you. And I think the thing is to mix things up a bit. Okay, so you do some single-handed, double-handed, you can do the suitcase, you can do the overhead. And I think if you mix it up a bit, you're going to hit all those areas of your body. Now, I think you don't necessarily have to lose a weight, like I say. I mean, the more awkward, the better, really, because the things that we have to lift in our daily lives, they're not really convenient weights with handles on them. It's like a sofa, or you have to pick up a sofa and walk with it, or a wardrobe, or a bed, or something like that, or even your kids. You're picking up. They haven't got handy little handles that you can grab onto and pick. So the more awkward the objects to train with, the better. Now, there's a few key points that you need to know when you're doing the loaded carries. Now, the first thing is you've got to be purposeful when you're walking. You've got to walk with purpose, but you don't want to rush it. Okay, you don't want to rush to get to the other end like you see on that strong man. Okay, so take purposeful strides, keep your shoulders back, engage your core. Don't let your shoulders droop forward. you're going to start putting pressure onto your lower back. So keep your shoulders back, nice and tight at the back, keep a tight core and walk purposefully. When you're picking up heavy weights, again, don't lose your form when you're picking weights up. So use the deadlift, bend at the waist, slightly bend your knees, keep a straight back, pick your weights up with good form. Okay, you don't want to damage your back. Now, what sort of weights are you looking at? Well, you've got to go heavy really for it to be effective. You've got to go heavy, but then it's got to be manageable as well. So start off on the side of caution. A good weight to aim for is half your body weight. So if you're 80 kgs, lifting 40 kgs, 20 in either hand, and just build up from there. So a 20 or a 25 litre water canister would be ideal to fill that up and just walk with that. That should see you right. So how does this factor into your program, to your workout? Well, it's great to tag on to the end of a workout. If you're doing a HIIT routine or something like that, or you're doing weights, then on the end, just factor in 3 sets of a loaded carry of some description. Now, it can be for distance, so you can mark a course out and you can walk the distance 3 times, do 3 sets, so to speak, or you can do it for time. So you've got 30 seconds, so you just walk up and down for 30 seconds, then rest, then another 30 seconds, then rest, then another 30 seconds. So it's up to you really how you fit it in. And you could just do it as an exercise in its own right. Just, pick up something and do 3 sets, 4 sets of walking with something heavy. If you've got a kettlebell or something like that, you can hold it in the front, hold it down by the side, hold it up above the head. Yeah, it's all good. Okay, so that's it, guys. That's the loaded carry. I hope I've given you plenty to go at there. What I would like you to do is to go and have a go at that and feedback to me in the comments how you get on. And also don't forget, if you've got some value from this video, just to give me a like, give me a thumbs up. Every little helps, as they say. And I'll be getting more content out, so you can subscribe as well. So yeah, watch out for more content in the future, and I shall see you later. Stay fit, guys.